My name's Emily. I think I really came to God when I was about 12 years old. I had just lost my dad to cancer, and I had come back to church, and something just clicked, and I got baptized, and I had a really strong relationship with God up until about my junior year of high school. My junior year, my life kind of just spiraled out of control. I think that the pain of losing my dad had caught up to me, and things at home just weren't going good, and my mom had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and she had a suicide attempt, and I just was in a place where I wanted to do anything I could to just feel numb and to not have to think about losing my only parent that I had left. And so I was participating in things I shouldn't have been participating in, and looking at things I shouldn't have been looking at, and in relationships that I shouldn't have been in, and I really just threw away my purity at that point. I didn't really care how I was treated in relationships. I just wanted to feel wanted, and I wanted to be distracted from what was going on in my life. So at that point, I'd stopped going to church, and I had kept in touch with one of my youth leaders, and she asked me if I wanted to take Freedom Session, and I told her I would take it because I felt like I was at rock bottom at that point. And I took Freedom Session, and a couple weeks into it, I had decided that I didn't know what I was doing with my life or where I was going or what I wanted to do, but I knew that I didn't want to be without God. And so I recommitted my life to Him, and then we got deeper into Freedom Session, and they talked about drugs of choice and purity, and I knew that for me, that lifestyle that I was living was really my drug of choice. It was what I used to avoid everything that was going on in my life. He just spoke to me so clearly that if I believe His word is good, then I believe that what He calls me to is good, regardless if I understand that or not. And so I kind of just decided at that moment that I'm just going to trust you, and you're going to have to change my heart. As we got deeper that year, and I leaned into God more, and I just started seeking Him, He was so faithful in bringing that desire to me. And that's not something I ever thought that I would desire, is to practice purity, and He really just brought that to me. And not only that, but gave me tools to be able to practice purity. And I learned how to have healthy boundaries and healthy relationships. I just had to let go of all these things that I had labeled myself, and all these things that the people around me had said to me that were hurtful, that impacted me, and to let go of those and replace them with what He says, and know that I'm forgiven, and I'm His child, and I'm chosen by Him, and I can be pure again. I'm excited for what He has for me now.